Hey again, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So I just wanted to hop on here today and give you guys a very quick update on all the tulips that I have growing. If you have seen some of my recent videos, you saw I have some tulips in various stages growing in the garden, both for Easter and Mother's Day. So I first want to update you on my hydroponic tulips, then I want to show you my soil force tulips, and then I want to show you how the in-ground tulips are doing. So in one of my recent videos, I gave you a peek at my hydroponic tulips, and I'll put some of this footage up on the screen. They were looking really strange. So I had these rooting in my garage at a cooler temperature, and I had stacked the crates. Well, I think it was just a little bit too warm in my garage, and they started growing upwards a little bit too fast, and they grew into the crate above them. So I showed you these, and I was just kind of crossing my fingers that they would become normal. They did, and I'll show you those in a second, but it was literally in a matter of 3 days. They looked perfectly fine. They started greening up, they grew upwards. So I didn't know how resilient tulips actually were, but gosh, they really amazed me. So most of them I've harvested. So let me show you those first, and then I want to show you some that are still growing on. All right, so here's a look at my fridge in the back room. I apologize, the lighting is not amazing, but this is where all of my harvested tulips are. I have two different kinds on this shelf. This is Verona, and then Cummins over here, which is a purple fringe variety. Down on the bucket in the bottom, I have some more Verona and some Dreamer. And up on the top, I have more Dreamer, and then this is Carnival Day Nice. I actually need to put all of the tulips that are laying on the shelf in buckets upright because they will start growing upward as this purple one is. But these are a lot of the tulips that were looking super weird, and as you can see, they are looking beautiful. These will live in the fridge with the bulb on for a couple weeks, and then they will be sold for Easter. And then this is the last crate of tulips I have in here under the light. This is another crate of Carnival Day Nice. And these also looked a little wonky, but as you can see, they're growing straight up and healthy and probably will be ready to harvest tomorrow. So as you can see, those hydroponic tulips snapped right out of it. Thank goodness, because like I said, these are going to be sold for Easter bouquets. I want to pop out into the hoop house right now and show you my soil force tulips, then give you a look at my daffodils. My daffodils are really coming on, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll have some of those for Easter too. All right, so here currently is what the hoop house looks like. It was supposed to get down to 17 last night. So my middle row here, my ranunculus and anemones, I have covered. It's warming up in here, and so I probably need to roll up the sides and go ahead and uncover these. But everything else is looking really good. I have campanula growing on here and on the other side, but in the back are my tulips in crates. So most of them are looking really good. These were rooting at a cool temperature in my basement, and I brought these out here probably a couple weeks ago. These are a little sparse, but that's okay. This crate and this crate and this crate are all looking really good. I actually wonder if I'm going to need to bring these in the studio to speed them up a little bit. This crate is a crate of Verona, and you can see I have some buds starting. I'm wondering if these are going to be okay because they actually are showing some of the pollen. I know it's a double tulip, but I don't think it should be showing that yet. So we will wait and see if that tulip is okay. But I know that I at least will have 3 crates that should be good. I may need to speed them up, but I'm hoping that I have these for Easter as well. All right, so we're going to hop outside here. Hopefully the wind isn't hitting my mic too much. But this is where all of my in-ground tulips are. This is a path. Oh, there's my shadow. Hey. This is an in-ground path that is 28 feet long, and in here I have about 4,400 tulips. Let me turn around so my shadow's not in here. But you can see they're moving that soil up, popping through the soil really good. Now, you can tell these are further along than these, which makes me think this might be an earlier variety and this might be a later variety. But they're all looking really good. We have a potential snowstorm coming this weekend as well, but these tulips will be fine. There's no buds, and honestly, tulips are so tough. The snow should not hurt them at all. But I am just so happy with how these are looking. Almost to the end here. Yeah, they're coming up all the way to the end. And then I want to spin you around. Check out my daffodils. Look at that one. That one's almost ready to open. Hopefully that's focusing for you guys. But I have 96 feet of daffodils. So it goes all the way down there. And all the way down here. This is also where I plant my pumpkins. So when the daffodils die back, then I plant my pumpkins in here. But these are really growing on, completely covered in buds. Here's another one. Actually, this is in gooseneck stage now. I could probably harvest that tomorrow, I bet. But as well as these are growing and as fast as these are growing, I might have these for Easter too. That would be super fun. All right, so the last area that I want to show you guys is the fenced-in garden. This is the original space that I started growing my cut flowers in. I did not plant any tulips in here this year. However, can you guys see that? Hundreds and hundreds of tulips coming up. Now, these were either tulips that when I harvested them, I did not get the bulb out of the ground, or these are tulips that got away from me last year and weren't harvested at all. And I know that both of those things happened. So I have a big patch here, a big patch here, and another one here. So I'm just calling these my free tulips for the year, and we'll see how many blooms I get out of this space. Also, this bed while I'm out here, there's some more tulips growing here. And trash blowing in from the highway. I got to clean that up. But can you see these holes in my landscape fabric? That's all of the peonies that I planted. I have 22 peonies in this area. They are loving life right now. And all but one are sprouting. And look at how much these are out of the ground. They are clearly happy. They must have loved the inch of rain we just got. But all but one are sprouting. That makes me so happy. All right, you guys, so that is a full date on all of the tulips that I have growing. I just really wanted to give you an update because things have changed so much even in the last 3 weeks. And I for sure will give you an update when I am putting all those Easter bouquets together. The next video you guys might see, I think I'm gonna film it today as another seedling update because I have done so much seed starting in the last week that I haven't shown you guys. We also had COVID again. I just had it at Christmas and I had it again last week. So I really needed to get out of the house last week. So one of the days that I was sick but feeling okay, I came down here and just did a bunch of seed starting with the door locked. So anyway, I think I'm going to film another seedling update for you guys today, and then also a seedling maintenance video because now it's time to start doing things like thinning, transplanting, just different things like that. So watch for those videos coming, and of course a lot more. I hope you're having a good start to spring, and we'll see you soon.